Wholeness and balance, vibrations, family. Man, so I'm back home, and I didn't realize I hadn't been home like for a consistent amount of time for about 12 years, which is wow. Cause this is wild. So realizing I'm home. So being home, think of it as like a motherboard. Motherboard. You tap back into the current. You tap back into the memory. You tap back into the channels, the tones, the frequencies. Um, of that particular motherboard, that frequency, that place where I grew up. So many memories had has been activated within my consciousness. So as a kid, I was heavily involved in the church, and from then to I am now, totally, completely different being has emerged from the center. And with that growth, what we typically do when you think about uh, Fibonacci, a shell, the shells that grow over time and increase that beautiful Fibonacci spiral. Can't think of the name of it right now. I think it's a conch shell. Um, but as you see it, it begins, and once it gets to another point, another side begins to calcify, and it starts another layer, another cycle of growth. And that division has, to really help build the foundation for that next stage of growth. Is still a limitation, or think of it as a wall. And these walls, for me, have been placed up on different things I've learned to this point. So, via religious context, and I've completely abandoned certain things and teachings that I learned as a kid. I abandoned again. I threw the baby out with the bathwater, type thing. And and anytime something with that resonance would come up, boom, I knock it back down. Nah, that's stupid. That's ignorance. And instead of, well, now I'm in a place where it is all coming to fruition because like you can understand every aspect of it from a certain different perspective, and that gives you a more in-depth knowledge on self. So, and then you learn more to trust. I learned more to trust self, and then again we learn to trust the higher self, the mind, um, the higher self. Minds sometimes run rapid, but in that sometimes rampant flow, which seems random, it's jewels there that it takes you to decipher. So it's think of it as, kids in the mind are just running, pulling different things from the shelf, because everything that's in there has been brought there by either hear it, said it, or you've done it. So it's what's in the memories. Until you tap into the higher consciousness and realize all itself and all that knowledge is in there. You just gotta find out where to dig, right? So I had this song in my head, and I was a church musician back in the day. I played saxophone and was on the choir, and like many of us in this Bible Belt. Um, but anytime I saw a song, gospel song used to pop in my head, I would like shut it down, like, oh, that's stupid, da da da, and not explore it. So now I'm more aware of my feelings and the subtle nuances of it. So I started. The song kept coming in my head. And I kept shutting it down for I don't know how long, but sat and listened to it. And I actually sung it this time, and it was a song, and it went. Y'all know this song. It is "Joy is mine, joy is mine, joy today is mine. I told Satan, get thee behind. Joy today is mine." And another one went, and we used to be rocking in the church, So it was, my mama prayed for me. She had me on her mind. She took the time and prayed for me. I'm so glad she prayed. I'm so glad she prayed. I'm so glad she prayed for me. And baby out with the bathwater, when I started learning and this is deeply when we be again rocking and tambourines going, I'm on the saxophone, wailing, having a good time, drums rocking. Sister Almatine over there getting it. Mom, grandma, and granddaddy, everybody in here rocking. This is deeply ingrained in me. So snuffing this out of my my consciousness was, I'm just playing the game. It ain't going nowhere. I've truly experienced this. So, but being able to put these things in the proper places within the consciousness, still able to move forward, to build that foundation, is what we need to do. So, victory is mine. Again, proud of who we are, who in this space. That's kind of self-explanatory. But when it went into pray, and I had to learn the etymology of pray, and to pray, something, the Lord over you, having something over you. But then going into the space that these intentions that were set by my grandparents, grandmother, mom, sister Tisdale, sister Washington, McKnight, brother Paul, all these people within my family and church family, all invoking this energy, but again with pure intentions. It's the quote says, forgive them for they know not what they do. It's fine. Forgive the level of consciousness in which we are, but that intentions to really, I'm praying for you. Like when they say that I'm praying, they actually poured in a certain amount of time. They used to have like prayer hours, pouring into some of the youth, pouring into the situation. And hey, I can't argue with results, because somehow, I came through, something birthed through the cracks, and I came through the consciousness and cracked the pineal and started leaking it out, and now we here on the other side. We're talking about a whole nother world of knowledge. But and take a breath. Where is in the song it says, another thing I shut down because knowing that the whole Jehovah, Jesus, God is all a play on the true story. But in this, part of the story is true and half of it's not. So he's telling half truths, which is all lies, and you're building on that foundation. So, but again, going back into decipher the code, you understand the essence of it. So, for example, I told Satan, get thee behind. Victory today is mine. Who is Satan? Satan, synonymous also with Lucifer. And learning that Satan is Lucifer, the light bearer, the light bringer. Who is the light? You check out the essence of the light, the sun. Who symbolizes the sun? The woman. The woman, even in the Dogon tradition, every time you've seen the symbol, the sun, it all refers to the woman. And we know the woman is always suppressed, especially within the Christian paradigm, within the biblical text. So the woman is put out. It even has the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. And I don't know how we got a son without with no woman to birth this son. So either you killed her or what is. So she's hidden. So knowing that that's who Satan, Lucifer is. Lucy, Cipher, the breaking down the code, deciphering the code of the light. And when you realize that the light is Venus, the mother, fertility symbol. This is abundance, something that has been shunned and hidden. So the code has to be deciphered. So again, yes, I would definitely prefer my mother to be behind me, help pushing me, plus energy, motivation. So then turning this memory that I had and it has been suppressing for so long to a positive and pulling the jewels out of it. And then that also took me into showing gratitude, because I was actually not showing the gratitude that for the energy that was given to me by my mother, grandparents, anybody, that all those coming from the Christian, anytime they used to say, I pray for you. I'm like, man, thank you, but not really truly accepting that, because that's the intentions are. I'm sending energy for your betterment. I'm sending energy so that you, young son, will find your way through all of this and make a way out of no way, as they say. And so anytime you pull the intentions, or what, even you can change their intentions, even if you think they mean some other way. Thank you anyway. I mean, because I understand the essence of where that is coming from, and I appreciate that. So now coming to this point where all these songs that are running through my consciousness from all these days in the pews, lighting up the church, with the band and getting in now. Because even when I was making my way out of that paradigm of thought, that mindset, I was like already turning stuff toward you internally. Anytime they would talk about God or oh, thank you, Jesus, or I would always say, oh, you're welcome. Because again, I'm a reflection of He, and you are too. And learning how and who Jesus is, the Jehovah. There's no J's in the in the ancient text, and then really learning about these characters which have been around me as long as I can remember, and then putting those tools or those characters, these people, these examples, these reflections of self in the proper places, in the proper order to move forward in balance. Because the order is important. Just like trying to teach kids division before you showed them addition. It doesn't make sense. And I got this information in my mind, and I just have no way to put it. So a lot of times people get stuck on the loop. Oh, they get stuck on the loop, saying the same thing over and over again, or teaching this thing as it is. That's a beautiful tree right there. And yeah, we have off the train of thought. But putting things in the proper place within the mind, within the proper context, is to take you to the next level of stability. Because you want to be balanced. And if something is coming in your consciousness that is seemingly throwing you off balance, that's like, yo, you need to pick this up. You need to figure out. We need to figure out where this goes. Where does this go? Where we stock this information? Where does this piece go? Because your body's always trying to find the balance. That's every part of your body. Always trying to find the balance. So we got a little zinc. Okay, we don't have no more zinc. Okay, let's add some more iron over here. Okay, so and then your body always checks and balances. So again, back home, my motherland, and we're putting the pieces together. Because oftentimes we have to go back where it looks like you're going back into a circle, but you're really just going up an octave in the Fibonacci, keeping that together, moving forward. Things that look similar, and you can also take that same cycle and go back down, but you're going up an octave. You want to go up an octave. And then once you get there, you always learn how to go up and down the ladder. But you got to understand the top and the bottom and then in between, and learn how to walk through the fire. So, it's my rant for the day. It's my gnosis I want to share with the family. I'm the reflection of you, Curtis Aru. Wholeness and balance, vibrations.